Scream, loud as you can.
Ah! Ah!
Woo, there it is, right there. That was the embodiment of resistance, the embodiment of social conditioning, and ultimately the prison, the invisible cage that we all find ourselves in. Can you escape? What's your name? Matthias, do you think you can escape? Scream as loud as you can, Matthias. Where did this come from? Where did this prison originate from? What started creating these, again, these walls that keep you stuck? And this here is just when it comes to expressing yourself. Meaning some of you might be great at expressing yourselves. You're not that trapped. But the deeper level is, where is this prison perhaps holding you back in other areas of your life? Opportunities, success, money, love, relationships, friendships. What is that home, that inner home, your comfort zone that you keep finding yourself coming back to and staying stuck in? And people always hear comfort zone. Is it comfortable? Does that mean it's pretty chill, there's pillows there, and there's Netflix ready to go? Yes or no? No. For some people, their comfort zones, it's a pit of hell, a fiery hell. For real. It doesn't mean it's comfortable. It just means it's what you know. And if due to your life circumstances, due to your conditioning, all you've known is pain, then pain will become comfortable to you. Suffering will become comfortable to you. So notice, oh, it's his comfort zone keeping him stuck. Does he look comfortable? No. It's part of him keeping him in this anxious prison, this state of tenseness. You can even see the body language like. Now, I'm pointing it out. One, it should sting. Your ego hates this. Why? Because I'm literally describing it. So part of you's like, leave, run, run. But his legs are blocking the way. We're stuck. And there's a camera right on me right now, zooming in with a light shining in my face. Whew. Your ego can't hide. There's no running. There's only surrendering. But here's the thing. Your ego that's trying to keep you so safe, it's keeping you in this state here. Does it feel comfortable? Do you like feeling this? No. Meaning that even if there might be fear or anxiety around breaking out of it, could it be better than this? Could it get any worse? Like if you're in fire and you have to jump, you're like, okay, I'm going to jump out of the fire, but I can't see where I'm jumping to. Isn't anything better than fire? Okay, I don't know, it's scary. Could only be better than this, right? Let's jump and find out. Now, if this is holding you back here, here's the other scary part. Your state, what you're feeling, your comfort zone will hijack your focus. It'll hijack your RAS, reticular activating system. Do you know what this is? Yes or no? Yes. Your selective focus. Meaning, in this moment, there's so much data and information to take in. Just look around this environment. There's too much to take in that you have a filtering mechanism that only tunes in on what has value to you or what is aligned to who you are. Here's a quick exercise. This is a famous one in the self-help world. Right now, focus on everything that is green in this room. I want a list of 5 things that are green. Go. 5. Do you have 5 things that are green? Go, go, go. In your head, go through the list. Do you have it? Now close your eyes. Close your eyes. Tell me 5 things that are red. Oh, right? Now, why do you have trouble coming up with the red things? Because you were focused on green. I just said green has value. Focus on green. Green, 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 green. What's red? What does your comfort zone do? Focus on things that are aligned to our comfort zone. That makes sense. Focus on things that are aligned to what we know. Which is also why you'll see someone who has, say, very low self-esteem and you compliment them. They won't see that as a compliment. You realize this, right? You could go up to someone who's just shattered inside and you're like, hey, you're such a great person. You have so much untapped potential. How are they going to hear that? Is motivating? No. They're going to hear that as a condescending insult. Same with your clothes. Hey, I love your shirt. How might he hear it if he had extremely low self-esteem? Nice shirt, loser. Oh, you got so much potential, little guy. We distort it. And this is the scary part of self-sabotage, by the way, is that you're only aware of a small amount of it. Meaning most of self-sabotage happens out of your awareness. There are all these opportunities around you in life right now, and you are blocking it out. You don't even see it. Your mind distorts them into these walls that keep you stuck. You got to start analyzing, what's this cage? And it's an invisible one. You've all felt it, this force that pulls you back. We usually feel it around New Year's, right? January 1st, New Year's resolutions. Most people have the same resolutions every single year. Isn't that insane? Every year, this is going to change. Next year. Same thing, again and again and again. It's also why January, you'll see the gyms packed for the first 2-3 weeks. And then what happens? It's people trying to escape the invisible cage. It's January 1st, go, let's all escape. Prison break, Michael Scofield. You run? You run for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you'll see people slowly, it's like an invisible hand, back in your comfort zone. In the gym 1 day longer, back in your comfort zone, back in your comfort zone until most of them are back to what they know. Hey, you can hustle, you can motivate yourself as much as you want, you all feel that invisible force. The force of self-sabotage, the force that keeps you stuck. And this is why inner work is so powerful. It's identifying, where did this come from? When did I start creating this prison for myself? And here's the thing, no one did it for you. Matthias, you created that cage for you. Now, does that mean that his life was peachy and amazing? Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on, break out of the prison, yes or no? No. It could be that terrible things happened to him. Terrible things might have happened to you. Hey, life keeps lifing, and it's not always fun. Every single one of us, we're going to go through terrible times, good times. Even in the future, all of us here, we're going to go through terrible tragedies. In the next 20, 30, 40 years, assuming you make it that long alive, you're going to experience terrible things. That's life. I am too. For real. Now, there's also a famous saying that goes, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. But sometimes you're also too young to be able to control how you respond to it, and you just go to the default. Meaning terrible things might happen, and technically you have no control, but to protect yourself, you create a prison. Guess what? For myself, I'm originally from Switzerland, the French part. So, ein sehr bisschen Deutsch. Französischsprache mit einem französischen Akzent. But in school growing up, I had a crush on a girl. For real. I thought she was my one true love. And the news got out. I didn't tell anyone, but for some reason there was a rumor in school that I liked this girl. I did. But I didn't want anyone to know about it. Julien likes a girl. Julien and Sally sitting in a tree. He likes a girl. They would all laugh. Now, from a limited perspective as a child, how does that make you feel? What's your reality? What is the world from your limited perspective? The classroom. If the classroom is laughing at me, I might be kicked out of the classroom. And if I'm kicked out of the classroom, I'm kicked out of the world. So to protect myself, I am never going to let anyone ever know that I like someone ever again. Prison. And then later on, that affected me in my adult life, by the way, where I started even online saying, well, how do I let someone know that I like them without letting them know that I like them? How do I say hi to someone without letting them know that I'm interested? Back to that experience. If you make a joke in class, you speak up, the teacher asks you a question, you say the answer, and say some kids next to you like, you think you're smarter than us? How many of you interpret that? Speaking up, saying the right answer, even being smart, threatens my survival. Let's stuff that down. You create a prison. When did that prison start coming about for you, Matthias? When did you start holding back? Because you were not born this way. I can guarantee you that. I did not know you as a child, as a baby, but you did not come out of your mother's womb. Welcome to life, Matthias. Doctor, cry. Come on, Matthias. I can't. When did it start? 15. What happened? Okay. That's okay. Deep breaths. Breathe into what you're feeling. Now, what is a sentence that your ego and resistance will love saying? I don't know. Why? Because it blocks you from introspecting as to where this came from. Hey, when did you start locking yourself into a cage? Well, I don't know. Okay, let's think of something else. Oh, next Marvel movie? Blah, blah. You got to stay with it. Maybe you don't know consciously, but a part of you does. Stay open. And it might take time. I tell this to my clients, by the way. Spend 5-10 minutes every day trying to introspect. If you aren't doing this, start doing it. And realize that this here is also part of what successful people do. Right? Everyone's jumping on social media. Habits of successful people. They sit down and they ponder. They introspect. They sit down and say, okay, what's actually going on? What's perhaps holding me back? Where does this come from? Now the ego whispers, I don't know. What if a part of me does? Let's stay open. And you don't force an answer, you wait. And maybe you'll be in this state of just nothingness for 5-10 minutes. Okay, you did your 10 minutes, move on with your day. Try it again tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and eventually something will come up. But if you can't identify the generators that are keeping, again, that invisible fence, that prison alive, how are you going to turn them off? Discipline and hustle, those are tools to fight against self-sabotage, and they might temporarily help, but you can't win if you fight it directly. You got to ask yourself, what is keeping it alive? And self-sabotage is not you screwing yourself over. It's you giving yourself exactly what you want, or what a part of you wants. Right now, Matthias, do you wish you could be louder and free and unstifled and confident? Yes or no? What? Yes. That's not true. You don't. A part of you does, but not the majority of you. Let's play the devil's advocate. Why does a part of you like and love the fact that you play small and hide? What's scary about being charismatic and loud? Never say, I don't know, Matthias. We just talked about this. Oh, your ego's fucking freaking out now. Good. That uncomfort you're feeling, get used to it. That's growth. What's scary about, even right now, the spotlight being right on you? What's scary about this? Why is this threatening a part of you? Are you in danger now? Logically, this does not get to the cause, but if you do experience fear or anxiety, start by asking yourself that. Am I in physical danger? No. Anyone here have a gun? Any weapons? Any of you want to attack Matthias? Yes, no?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
Yes.
No matter what he does, you're fine with him, right?
Yes. Depends, probably.
Yeah. So everyone's on your side. There's no threat. Who's holding you back then? It's not them. Any of you holding him back?
No.
Do you want him to stay quiet or be expressive?
Expressive.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So who's holding you back right now, Matthias? Why? Don't say, I don't know. Deep breaths, Matthias. A part of you is. Try to bring that part of you up. Ask it. Why are you holding me back?
I feel like people just don't like me when I'm expressive, I guess.
There's some data. I feel like people don't like me. When did you start believing that? Because here we have objective proof that people are on your side. They do like you. They want you to speak up. They want you to be free. They want you to be yourself. But a part of you is saying, no, 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 that's not for you. Speak to that part of you. This is called shadow work. Speak to your shadow. I'll let you take a few deep breaths here. We're going to keep going a little bit deeper, but take some deep breaths. For all of you, speak to your shadow. What does that mean? Everything in your life right now, a part of you loves it. You look at yourself just purely on a physical level. Does a part of you maybe wish I was in better shape or looked better? Yes, no? Anyone here that wish they looked better? Wish you maybe lost some weight? That's not true. You don't. You don't. You think you do, but you don't. Anyone here wish they made more money? No, you don't. Anyone here wish they got more approval? Validation? No, you don't. You don't. Anyone wish they had different habits? No, you don't. Now, I'm not saying all of you doesn't. What I'm saying is a part of you consciously is saying, yes, let's lose the weight. Let's make more money. Let's change our habits, etc., etc. That's what probably led you to this type of work, what led you here. And that's great. Ultimately, a part of you has your own best interests at heart. But if it challenges what you know, that other part of you, think of there's two versions of you. Awareness, shadow you. Challenge that, it's like, no, no, no. Oh, you want to lose weight? Do you know how that's threatening us? You lose weight, you change who you are, you have to form new bearings of the world. Do you know how you fit into the world having lost weight? Do you know how you fit into the world having made more money? No, it threatens your comfort zone. And as we said, your comfort zone doesn't mean comfortable. It just means known. Your DNA at a core doesn't care how much money you make. It cares that you survive. And if you've survived in a pit, a realm of hell, the majority of your life, what's your DNA going to say? Stay in hell. Look, it kept you alive. Stay in hell. And that's the true work. It's not trying to battle through this. It's saying, hey, let's become aware of and speak to the part of me that's saying, stay in hell. The part of me that thinks that I don't deserve success. The part of me that thinks I deserve to stay stuck. The part of me that thinks that I'm different. That the world is dangerous, that people are out to get me. And this is why you hear me talk so much about letting go. Success has much more to do with what you remove than what you add on to it. Oh, here's all the habits, good luck. That's adding on to. Remove that invisible hand that pulls you back. Remove the cage and you're free. And you can also reflect on this idea of free will. Do you think you have free will? You're free? Yes or no?
Yes.
Really? After what you just saw with Matthias? Do you think he's free? No. Do you think now here's the key. This is a very graphic, and we're going to go back to you, by the way. Remember, for you, you're not alone. What you're feeling here is what everyone feels. What's most personal is most universal. Now, what you're feeling might be more visceral, just obvious and visual. But for all of you, when you see this, the only thing you should be thinking and asking yourself is, what is my version of that? And even myself as a coach, when I look at you, Matthias, in the back of my mind as I'm coaching you, I'm asking myself the same thing. Because I also still have a comfort zone. I also still have a ceiling of success. Now, the more you let go, the more that ceiling rises, but I still have it. Where am I perhaps keeping myself caged in, domesticated, the way he is in my life? Where are you doing that to you? You all are. You have free will right now to look up at the ceiling. Try. Are you free to look up to the ceiling? Try. Everyone, look up. Whoa, we can do it. Do we have free will to clap? Woo, we can do it. Amazing, amazing. Do you have free will to be free and expressive? Scream as loud as you can. Ooh. Is that as loud as she could be? Let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Yes, no?
No.
But I thought she had free will. Does she not have the freedom to be as loud as she could be? We just discovered she's in a cage when it comes to expression. So you don't really have free will. Now, we'll work on this, and great job, by the way. Give her a hand, everybody. For real. But we all have our limits, and they're usually very subtle and hidden, and until someone points them out, until it stings, we're not aware of it. So ultimately, every single human, myself included, you, people outside the seminar room, we're all stuck in an invisible prison. You think things change every day. Every day we wake up, it's the same thing again and again. Groundhog's Day. The same thoughts, the same excuses, the same rationalizations, the same patterns, the same, I told myself today would be different. Oh, I messed up. Stupid, stupid, stupid. The same self-attack. You got to free yourself of this prison. And that's why letting go is so important. And it's not just expression. That's just the most obvious one that you could just see. But there are levels around this, even around friendships, even around relationships, even around allowing yourself to receive love, to receive even praise, to receive even a compliment, as we talked about with self-sabotage. Nice shirt. No, it isn't. Can you let that land? Do you actually believe people when they say, hey, you are great, you are good enough? Or does a part of you inside squirm and cringe? 80% of it, yes. Well, hey, that's what you got to work on. That's the true work. It's not comfortable though, because one, becoming aware of it stings. And it's what you've been trying to avoid your entire life. Most of self-help, self-improvement, even that word, self-improvement, is chasing better. It's running away from that void inside, that darkness inside. People do this in quote unquote healthy ways, but also toxic ways. You might try to escape the void by improving yourself. You might try to escape the void by numbing yourself, drinking, smoking, drugs, binge eating. You might try to escape the void by distracting yourself. The next Netflix show, let's go. What about, I'm done running away? And all of you must reach this point if you want to truly change. For some of you, it's going to take longer. For some of you, you're going to have to experience a lot more pain until you're willing to confront this. For myself, I was very stubborn and I had experienced a lot of pain. If you would have come to me before 2014, 10 years ago, and you would have said, Julien, what about confronting your inner demons? What about confronting your shadow? What about deep inner work, letting go and meditation? What would I have said? That's just for losers who are scared of taking action. That's an excuse. Oh, meditate in your room. I'm here taking action. I was completely closed off to it because my ego had a hold of me, was running me. Fortunately, things happened. If you've been following me for a while, I went through a whole worldwide scandal, everything shattered, and I had two choices. One, hey, keep letting your ego pimp you out and get dragged down to the bottom and end things. That's option one. Option two, let go of this. Stop running from this thing. And ultimately, I reached a pain where it was so much pain where I had no choice but to stop and actually dive into it. And that's the biggest change that I see in people, that I even see in my clients. It's, have you reached that point yet? If not, I hope it's soon. And I hope you don't have to experience that much pain. I hope you have to experience less pain than I had to experience to reach that point. But you're all going to have to reach it. That point where you're just running and running. Come on, climb, success, money. It's still chasing me. More money, more validation. And eventually you're there and you're like, I'm done running. Let's turn around and face it. And here's the thing, that monster you're running from, you might have been running from your entire life, most of your life. When you finally turn around and face it, you realize there was never a monster to begin with. And it's why you hear me talk about face fear's bluff. It's a bluff. The fear that you're experiencing, as we just saw, Matthias, is everyone on your side. Everyone's like, yes. Yet you still can't. It means the fear that you're experiencing isn't based in reality. It's a bluff. It's like in poker. Someone's saying, Matthias, I got 2 aces. You're screwed. And you got to face fear's bluff. For all of you, same thing. That's fear. Pretending, It has the cards, the winning cards, but it doesn't. And it doesn't mean it's not going to be scary. If you condition a child, say all of you from a young age, someone's been telling you, hey, if you open that door, there's a monster. And you look around and society says it too. There's news broadcasts where everyone's like, so today we're going to talk about the monster in your closet. The president speaks up. So another announcement about the monster in your closet, and everyone's reinforcing it. And say one day, some crazy person in this robe thing comes up and says, hey, you've been running from this monster for quite some time, right? Why don't we open the closet and see if a monster's really there? Matthias, you ready to open this closet, see if a monster is really there? That's the reaction. But here's the thing, it's going to be scary, and every step of the way. And this is where, and I'm going to personalize it externally, but you should be doing this to you. It's being empathetic, loving, kind, gentle, but also being firm and having boundaries of self-love. Say you had a child who felt this. A child who was scared. There's a monster in the closet. There's a monster. Would you be like, go on, child. Don't be a little bitch. Yes or no?
No.
No. Yet that's what we do to ourselves. Would you say, oh, there's a monster? Oh, would you believe the kid? Oh, you're right. Oh, no, let's never open that. No, you would be loving and empathetic. Be like, hey, I know it's scary, and that's okay. Stay with what you're feeling. Don't stuff it down. Well, let's go check it out. And it's scary, and it's okay that it's scary. But stay with those feelings, and I'm going to stay with you and be with you every step of the way. It's firm. There's a boundary. It's self-love at a core, but it's ultimately still helping you move to having your own best interests at heart. That's what you must do with you. It's going to be scary, yeah. But just like a loving parent who has no tolerance for self-abuse, because that's what you're doing otherwise. You're abusing yourself. If you saw your kid reaching for a knife, like, I'm going to cut myself, what are you going to do? Hey, trust your body. Trust your feelings. No, you're going to be like, hey, no. Now, what are people going to say? Well, isn't that, what do you mean, no? Why are you going against your kid? That's self-abuse. You're attacking your kid, saying no. No, you're saying that's a boundary of self-love. That's a boundary of you loving your kid and wanting your own kid's best interests. Same with you. When parts of you like, take more action, loser. Oh, you messed up again. You stupid, stupid. You got to interfere. Stupid, stupid. No, enough. Isn't that self-attack? No, it's enough of this. Right now, Matthias, you're in a cage where a part of you is saying, quiet, quiet, look down. You don't deserve to speak up. When are you going to grab the hand and say, no, enough? Do it to me. Quiet, quiet. Take it. Slap, slap, slap. Do you want more, Matthias? Imagine you're your own kid, Matthias. Would you let your kid get slapped right now? Here we go. Do you want to slap? Can I slap your kid? What?
No.
I can't hear you, Matthias.
No.
I'm about to. What?
No. No.
It's coming. 3, 2, 1. Are you just going to let it happen?
No.
Louder. I can't hear you, Matthias. You got to scream it for me to hear you and believe you. 3, 2, 1.
No.
Stand up and scream it. Stand up. Come on. You got this. Yeah, it's scary. It's a bluff. It's a bluff. Look at this. Everyone's on your side. You've got this. You are stronger than you think. Do you believe me?
I'm not sure.
Have you seen the movie Lord of the Rings?
No.
Watch it, the second one. There's many videos where I talk about this. Worm tongue. Anyone see the movie Lord of the Rings, Two Towers? Yeah. Just to quickly recap, there's an old king in that movie, King Theoden. If Buddy's here, he'll smile, because every event he's like, the name is Theoden. And I'm like, the old king. His name's Theoden. And he has an advisor next to him, Worm tongue, who's whispering all these things into his ears. Things like, You're not good enough. You should be sitting down. Look at you taking up this space. Sit down, Matthias. You don't deserve to even stand. You don't deserve the attention. You're so weak. You are powerless. You are nothing, Matthias. And what happens to the king? He believes Wormtongue. And when they see this king, the king is rotting away. There's spider webs, the hair is gray, and it's just this shell of a man. And the heroes come in, and what do? They kick Wormtongue out. And as soon as they kick Wormtongue out, life comes back in. King Theoden, you see the spider webs fade, the hair turns like it's no longer gray and white, it comes back to color, and he ultimately reclaims the power that he has within. He rediscovers, like he remembers who he is. Think about it, for all of you. What if every single day of your life, there's some little spirit next to you, or another person just talking you down? We always have it, right? You feel at peace. Hey, do you remember how you messed up 2 months ago? That's a little voice in our head. Oh, I feel pretty good today. You looked better last year. Look at your wrinkles. It's like the worst friend ever. But imagine you have that nonstop. You suck, you suck. Even if you do well, it's not good enough. Are you just gonna let that happen? Or at what point are you gonna kick Wormtongue out of the castle and say, enough is enough, and reclaim your power? Remember who you are. It's back to the Lion King. Another key example, Wormtongue, Lord of the Rings, and Lion King. What happens to Simba in the Lion King? Have you seen that movie at least? Okay, what happens? He runs off and he meets Timon and Pumbaa, and they sing Hakuna Matata. And he starts eating bugs. And that's his life. His whole, from childhood to adulthood, feeding just bugs. That's what happened to you. You've been eating bugs for years. This is all you get, Matthias. Eat more bugs. What happens to Simba? One day he looks up in the clouds. His father, Mufasa's there, and he looks down and he says, in the voice of Darth Vader, Simba, remember who you are. And Simba remembers, and he spits out the bugs. And he remembers he's a goddamn lion. This is that moment for you. There's bugs in you. You've been eating them, and that's okay. You must forgive yourself for it. Because for all of you, maybe someone started like making you eat those bugs before you had any control. At a time where you were weak, at a time where you were hurt, at a time where you were too young to do anything about it. So don't self-attack over it. But you gotta spit the bugs out. You have to reach that point where you're like, enough is enough, and you kick Wormtongue out of the castle. Now, it won't stop there. It's not about saying, okay, go away, Wormtongue. But that will create the space necessary for you to then start letting go. So this is your moment. Think of that movie, Simba looking into the clouds. You see it? Do you remember it? Simba's scared too. He doesn't want to go back and reclaim his land, reclaim his title as king. He just wants to go back to eating bugs. Pumbaa's right there. Simba, come eat some bugs. Let's sing Hakuna Matata. Timon too. Simba, why are you looking in the clouds? But you're looking in the clouds, and the clouds are looking right back at you. Matthias, remember who you are. You are not some little bug eater. You are a goddamn lion. You are a goddamn king. Scream as loud as you can and let them hear that king roar. Son, you are more than this. And you know deep down inside, this was not the destiny that was meant for you. You got pimped out. You got tricked, and that's okay. But you must remember at a core that you are stronger than this and more powerful than this. Let him hear that roar. Scream. Loud as you fucking can. You got this, Simba. You got this, Matthias. Go! Simba, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Yes, Simba, it's there. Remember. Let it out. Stop hiding, Simba. Let it out. You are a fucking lion. Now scream. Go! Go! 3, 2, 1. Yes. 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 Don't shake your head, Simba. It can take some time to remember. It can. Don't expect the 10 out of 10 scream. That was 10 out of 10. It can take some time, but you just did it. I saw some lion come right back out of you. What's that voice saying in your mind right now? Is Wormtongue back, or are you honoring this?
I don't know.
What's it saying? I don't know. Say, oh, that's Wormtongue. Get out, I don't know. Get out!
This was a horrible scream.
That was a horrible scream. Get out, Wormtongue! That was a horrible scream, Matthias. That was the worst scream we've ever heard. Get out! Tell him, say, get out. Everyone say, get out! Get out! Get out, Wormtongue, enough! That's spitting bugs out. That was a horrible scream. That was a horrible scream. Gone. What else is it saying?
I don't know. I can't do this. I don't.
What comes up when you hear me tell you this? From you sitting in this chair, being so stifled, stuck in such a prison, to doing what you did here, the scream. Could it be better? Of course. Hey, any scream could forever be better. That's progress. It's endless. But would you have ever thought that you'd be here screaming in front of all these people? No. And you did it. Let the win land. Could always be better, sure. That's like someone who's never shot a basketball, tried to, never done in their lives. First time, and it goes in, and that was the first time I ever did it, and it went in. But it wasn't as good as a Michael Jordan dunk. Stupid, stupid. Catch the hand. You can't be making unfair and unrealistic comparisons and use that as an excuse to self-attack. You did amazing. We saw bugs flying out of your mouth as you did that. And even now, you can even feel in a bit of the smile that you're holding in, which allow yourself to smile. Be like, that's right, I did this. Be proud of yourself. And you'll see Wormtongue will create resistance around you being proud of you. Not good enough. No, 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 you can't let yourself win. You can't feel good about yourself. That's all stuff to let go of. Let it land. I am fucking proud of you, Matthias. I fucking swear. I am really proud. Everyone here, most likely, I'm not them, but I assume they're proud too. For real. Look at them. Take it in. Face them. Look at this. And I know a part of you is too. Might be buried down, screaming in the background, good job. And Wormtongue was like, shh. Wormtongue's keeping that part of you down. Don't tell him good job. And this is the start of this work. Externally, it's putting your foot down. Enough. And then internally, it's what is keeping Wormtongue alive? Why are the bars there? Why is Wormtongue there? And how can I identify that and learn to let go of it? But the big one here for you is you now have a reference experience. You have proof that you can break free and nothing bad happened. It was all a bluff. Matthias, if you scream, you will melt like a witch. Psst, melting. They will get you. They will attack you. They will shame you. They will mock you. But look, nothing bad happened. And if you did this once, you can do it.
Twice.
And 3 times and 4 times. If I clap once, can I clap again?
Yes.
Everyone, I don't know if I physically can. No, you did it once. You can do it again. You did this once. You can do it again. You broke out of it once. You can break out of it again. Wormtongue will take over, by the way, again, just to be clear. I'm not here to make you all feel very inspired, like, yes, everyone, now he's changed forever. No, you're going to go home after this event, and it might be on your way home. It might even be during the rest of this event. It might be tomorrow. It might be the next day, next week. But Wormtongue's going to seep in and say, Matthias, they all clapped, but it was a sarcastic clap. Deep down inside, they were thinking, the poor loser. Pity clap, pity clap. Your scream was terrible, Matthias. It could have been so much better. And what Julien was telling you was all lies. He just wanted it to look good in the video. You know who you truly are. Back to the cage. And that's going to happen again and again and again. Now, I'm already giving you the warning of what it's going to say. You made yourself look like a fool, Matthias. What do you tell Wormtongue?
Get out.
Get out. That's right. Foot down enough. Shut up. Get out and stop believing it. That's also part of reclaiming your power. You did great. And it's going to find every angle. And no matter how successful you are, it's going to keep trying to find angles to pull you back down. You got to be vigilant. Foot down on the external, let go on the internal. Foot down on the external. Enough! Let go on the internal. Will you remember that? What if Wormtongue comes up with, oh, think of something else, Matthias. You suck, Matthias. What do you say?
Get out.
Say enough, get out. Say it louder. I bet you can't even say it louder. Tell it. This is Wormtongue right here, this hand. Stay stuck, loser.
Get out.
What? Can't even hear you. Get out, get out.
Get out.
What? What?
Get out.
What? Oh, is that the best you can do? Oh, that's the best Julien could do. He really couldn't help you. Loser. I'm even calling Julien a loser. Loser. Matthias, help me. He's calling me a loser, and you, both of us. Tell him. Get out. Tell him.
Get out.
What? What?
Get out.
You're going to have to scream it, or I'm going to stay here forever.
Get out.
That's right. Get out. Get out. Come on, Matthias. Help me. Shut up, Julien. Matthias. Shut up. Matthias, help us. Julien, I told you to shut up. Loser. What? What? It has to be louder, Matthias. You're a little failure of a lion.
Get out.
You're Simba's inbred brother. Matthias, touch! Scream!
Get out.
Almost there, Matthias. Almost there.
Get out.
Louder. Aren't you mad? Doesn't this make you angry? Oh, it's not enough. It's almost there. A little bit more. A little bit more. 3, 2, 1.
Out.
I'm melting. Quiet, Matthias. It's too loud. Quiet. Maybe one more scream. No. That's right. Quiet. Back to your shell. Back to.
Get out.
Oh, yes. Yes. Look at that. Turn around and take it in. Look at the crowd. Show him the fucking lion you are. Deep breaths. Breathe into what you're feeling. Now, remember this, because it will come back. But hey, you scared Wormtongue away. Wormtongue was not going to let you stand up and scream, and look at what you did. You won. You defeated it. It was a bluff. And you can do it again. Do you believe me when I say that? You can do it again.
Maybe.
Maybe. Ha ha ha. I'm back. I'm back. Shut up, Wormtongue. Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you a bug eater or are you a lion?
A lion.
That's right. You're the shit, and look at this. Give him a hand, everyone. Come on. Massive respect. You can have a seat now. This is the real work, people. It's fun. Is it fun? Yes, no? No, it's not comfortable. It's not fun. Most likely, all of you see parts of yourselves in him, and it triggers those parts of you.
Yes.
Yeah. And that stuff that's getting triggered is what you must let go of. And it's scary. There's nothing scarier than true inner work. For real. People think taking action is scary. No. Facing your inner demons are scary. Now, if you're someone who does inner work without facing your demons, because that can happen too, right? Go on social media. What's a lot of the inner work movement? Little motivational quotes. Someone looking very good, maybe doing fitness, and then looking over and saying, if you dream it, you can do it. And it gets a lot of likes. Hey, life might be hard today, but you got this. In case no one told you today, you got this. Comment if this resonates. Like if this resonates. And people share all these quotes. And it's this cheesy thing, and people sit down and say, meditate on your affirmation for today. Today it's, I am powerful. And people sit down, I'm powerful, I'm powerful. Yet we tend to use that to avoid diving into what's going on. Hey, if you're in pain, it doesn't matter what you do. Until you heal the wound, you're still going to be in pain. If you have a big cut, like, let's get gross. Let's just say I have a cut here and half my guts and intestines are falling out and I'm in pain. And I'm scared to look at it because I'm scared of seeing the blood. Am I going to be able to heal it? No. Every time I look down, oh, it's so, oh, I thought I saw an intestine stick out. Oh, blood. Oh. Let's put on some Netflix instead. Let's scroll through some motivational posts instead. Does it matter how much I watch? Or, hey, tell me some positive affirmations, please. Is it going to heal the wound? What if I hustle and try to make more money? Is that going to heal it? No, it's this work. It's look at the wound. That's step one. And it's scary. You're going to look and be like, whoa, whoa. And it's going to be this process going back and forth until you can actually acknowledge the pain. No longer living in denial. And that's what we do. We live in denial. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. No, it's not. It's okay. No, it's not. The same with you and that little voice in your mind. Why is it that everyone wants to quiet that voice in their mind? Hey, everyone, if you're enlightened, it's quiet in there. Which, by the way, no, it isn't. It'll never be quiet in there. Why do you even want it to be quiet in there? Why? Because it's a mean voice. What if that voice was nice, cheering you on? You're great. You're the best. You got this. Or you can be like, shut up. Shut up in there. Let's be more present. So this voice, like, my biggest problem is that I have this inner cheerleader and I just want to make it quiet. No. You want to get rid of it because it's not nice. It's not about getting rid of it. Be present. It's changing your relationship with it. At a core, it's changing your relationship with who you are. That's self-love. When self-love doesn't come from, although it can be helpful at times, affirmations or even self-love practices. What is self-love? It is simply the removal of self-hate. Conditioned self-hate, aka let go. If you need to do things to love yourself, once more, every piece of advice has its place. If you're someone who's in this pit of despair, stuck in negativity, do the affirmations. Do the practices. It gets you one step up. But realize that it's a temporary step, not the destination. The destination is self-love's the default. You don't have to do it. You simply are it. If you know at a core you love yourself, you don't have to look at yourself in the morning in the mirror and say, I love myself. The same as all of you. Do you know how to go to the bathroom? Yes or no? Yes. Do you have to affirm it to yourself every day in the morning in the mirror? No. I know how to go to the bathroom. Come on, Julien. Mean it. I know how to go to the bathroom 50 more times. No, you just know it. Same with, I'm good enough. I love myself. You should just know it. How do you know it? By removing anything that goes against it.